Most divers leave a trail of bubbles. Military divers don't. No noise, no visible trace, just silence underwater. So how do they stay invisible while still breathing? To understand that, we need to go back further than you might expect. Rebreathers weren't originally designed for recreational diving. They were developed as a way to reuse breathing gas in confined or hazardous environments, but it didn't take long for the military to realize their true advantage: stealth. During World War II, Italian naval units, Decima Flotilla MS, used early closed-circuit systems to carry out covert attacks on Allied ships in harbor. They swam beneath vessels at night, placed explosives, and vanished without a trace. Later, similar systems appeared in multiple countries. Different militaries developed their own versions, Soviet, American, and others, all built for one purpose: to stay invisible underwater. Same idea, different designs, same result: no bubbles. From the very beginning, rebreathers were never about convenience. They were about staying invisible. But to understand why rebreathers matter, you first need to understand what they replaced. Most divers use open-circuit systems. You breathe in from a tank and exhale everything directly into the water. Simple, reliable, safe. But with one critical problem: every exhale creates bubbles. They rise straight to the surface, make noise, and show exactly where you are. Even in low visibility, those bubbles can give you away. From above, they can be seen. From nearby, they can be heard. For recreational divers, that doesn't matter. But for special operations divers, stealth is everything. Not every military diver needs it, but for units tasked with covert missions, it's critical. You don't want to be seen, and you definitely don't want to be heard. So instead of releasing air, they do something fundamentally different. They use a rebreather. Instead of throwing exhaled gas away, this system recycles it. Here's how it works. When you exhale, your breath still contains usable oxygen, but it also contains carbon dioxide, and that's toxic if it accumulates. The system does two things. The exhaled gas passes through a scrubber, a canister filled with a chemical absorbent, typically sophno-lime or a similar soda-lime compound, which removes the carbon dioxide. A small, precisely controlled amount of fresh oxygen is injected back into the loop. Clean, oxygen-rich gas returns to your lungs, over and over again. A closed loop. Nothing escapes. No bubbles. No sound. Nothing rising to the surface. From above, it can appear as if there's no diver at all. Not all rebreathers are the same, but for stealth operations, there's one type that matters most: a fully closed system. It recycles every breath. Nothing is released into the water. This is why special operations divers use oxygen-based rebreathers for shallow missions. They're silent, almost impossible to detect, but that silence comes with a limit. Pure oxygen becomes dangerous as depth increases. So these systems are only used in shallow water, where stealth matters more than depth. Combat swimmers enter the water kilometers from the target. No engine noise, no lights, just divers moving silently through darkness, guided by compass and training alone. They reach the hull of an enemy vessel, plant the charges, and slip back beneath the surface before anyone on deck suspects a thing. The divers don't announce their presence. They're only there once the mission is already over. Stealth comes at a cost. Oxygen levels must stay within a narrow range. Too low, hypoxia. Too high, oxygen toxicity. If the scrubber fails, carbon dioxide builds up silently. No warning, no second chances. Pre-dive checks are methodical and non-negotiable because underwater, the margin for error is razor thin. This is the price of invisibility. No bubbles, no sound. Just a diver that was never there.